up. All right, I think Mr. Bhavisi is also connected with us. Hi, this is Kavita joining in. If you can hear me, you can continue answering the first question and then we'll take it ahead from there.
My apology, it was some technical glitch. Yeah.
Sure, no problem. All right, so please continue.
Can,
Yeah, so you were talking about what were the drivers behind the top line growth and the top line outlook for the rest of FY27 now.
so as I explained that, the accounting procedure that of the percentage of completion and on the execution, we do recognize our revenue and which is the growth driver for the, P&L statement, which is 25% plus growth and which is 320 crore for this particular quarter. And as we go ahead with the, sales velocity and launch of the projects and a faster execution of the project, we are confident of at least maintaining the 20+% of the growth drivers in terms of the revenue and as well on the bottom line PAT basis.
All right. Now, so you've guided for over 6,500 crore in launches in FY27. Now, given the muted Q1 bookings, what percentage of this launch pipeline must be executed by H2 to achieve your FY27 sales target?
So last year we had about 1,700 as a pre-sales, and over that we have given the guidance of 2,200 crore for the entire FY27. And for quarter one, which was absolutely under the geopolitical challenges kind of a thing, buyers were taking longer than the expected timelines for the conversion, and that's what the conversion into the number, which is about 146 crore of the pre-sale. And we are hopeful that, by the year end, we will achieve our guidance. Why so? Because in the second half of the FY27, we have good amount of the launches, which is almost 6,000 plus crores kind of a thing, and which is giving the good confidence. And we have always been fairly doing good while we brought the projects at launches. And one more insight about this, about the 6,500 crore, almost 50% of that is from the one of the project which is at Wadala, and which is where we are confident and we are dominant player into that particular geography. So we are pretty confident that we will surpass our guidance on FY27. Of course, subject to overall macro situation and the geopolitical challenges, which we believe that, it should ease out so that, there is a absolutely uncertainty which will go away and we can have the better confidence from the buyer side kind of a thing.
All right, Mr. Bhavisi, if we can just focus on the pre-sales numbers. In Q1 FY27, you have achieved 7% of the guided pre-sales. For FY27, now, do you still expect pre-sales at 2,200 crores?
So, as you see our, past history kind of a thing, we have always done better at the time of launch of the project, and which is the confidence index from for the annual guidance to achieve. We have about 3 projects in Bombay, which is having almost 70% of our GDV. And those projects are, as I explained, that Wadala is our dominant geography. Vikhroli, the second phase of that particular project, in which the first phase got sold out 80% of that in 3 days kind of a thing. So second phase also we are pretty confident we will repeat our performance on that particular. And the third project, which is at a Borivali location, which is also we are confident when we are bringing that particular launches, we will see a great response on that. So all 3 put together, and of course, Bangalore is the another 4 projects to launch. And Bangalore always been a volume market for us. So we are overall on the portfolio, we are pretty confident. And as I said, of course, subject to the overall geopolitical and macro situations, which should ease out so that buyer confidence can return back to the market.
All right, let's turn our focus now to Ajmera One. Now, the sales there are currently subdued because of the construction stage. Once the project actually reaches the RCC stage, what sort of quarterly booking run rates are you looking at, and what kind of realization uplift are you targeting?
So Ajmera One is a project at Warsaw location, and as you rightly mentioned, it is at a marquee location, and which is having it's a society redevelopment project. Our strategy currently is to bring the visibility of the project through a fast track execution. It is still at a sub plinth level kind of a thing. So we are putting our focus onto the visibility of the project, bringing up onto the slab levels kind of a thing. And then we will absolutely put more velocity level focus kind of a thing. So always the society redevelopment projects wants to see the visibility and the execution up beyond the ground, and then the sales velocity happens, which is always be the general market trend. And as well, we have seen our earlier project, which is Privy at Juhu location. So those kind of a market location has this kind of a trend, and which we are absolutely on our strategy to fast track execution on that project.
All right, sure. I think with that, we are timed up on this segment. Thank you so much, Mr. Bhavisi, for taking your time out and answering all the questions for us today. Thanks.
Thank you very much.